This is SlamChat on Tim's 87. Make sure you hit that yellow button up there in the corner. Today I'm going to give you a review of the Rise and Fall of WCW, talk about some stuff going on in wrestling today. Start off, the Rise and Fall of WCW is a great DVD, well put together, explains the whole backstory of what kind of went wrong with WCW. After their, rise from just this small Jim Crockett promotion all the way up into this major company that was killing the WWE in the Monday Night War for about 82 weeks. But some of the stuff going on behind the scenes is what eventually ended up killing WCW in the end. So I would say I would give it about a good 9. I say about an 8.5, 9 stars out of 10. So I definitely recommend it for any wrestling fan, any WCW fan. Has a lot of after the story, have a lot of WCW matches, some great matches on there from the early WCW days all the way up until toward the end of the Monday Night Wars. So it's a definite pickup for any wrestling fan. Now let's get down to what's been going on in the wrestling world today. WWE, don't get me wrong, they're still putting in big numbers, they're still putting out big hits. Cena won the belt. Me personally, I'm kind of tired of seeing John Cena in general because he's like the new millennium Hulk Hogan. I don't care for Hulk Hogan either. So, especially John Cena with his 5 moves of doom, which means he's going to get the crap beat out of him the whole match. He can't wrestle he couldn't wrestle his way out of paper bag. You get the shoulder block, the Boston Blockbuster, which used to be called the Throwback, the Spin Out Powerbomb, 5-knuckle shuffle, and then either a FU or the STF. So, it's kind of, boring to see Cena wrestle. I mean, I personally watch to see how Cena's going to get the crap beat out of him every week. I'm glad he lost the match Monday night so I can watch the Big Show, Jericho, and Orton beat the crap out of him next Monday. Let's see, TNA, what's new in TNA? Besides AJ Styles winning the championship, nothing really, because you can watch TNA, tomorrow night and turn around and watch TNA 6 months from now. Excuse me. You can watch TNA 6 months from now, and it'll be the same storyline. Kurt Angle will probably have the belt again. What is he, like the first ever 10 million time champion? He'll win the belt again. The Main Event Mafia, which is like the corporation and the NWO merged into one, which is a bunch of old wrestlers who've made a name for themselves way back in the day that, older fans can identify. But if you ask a new fan about anything dealing with wrestling, you're only going to hear John Cena, Triple H, and Randy Orton. So, stuff like that. Now, don't get me wrong, these guys were great in their time. They're still looking kind of good, but you can tell they're getting up there, and it's round about the time for some of them to start hanging it up. I mean, some of these guys have had, like, major surgeries forever. So it's kind of like, yeah, you guys might need to kind of slow it down and stuff like that. ROH has a lot of up and coming talent, which I kind of see why the WWE is kind of starting to look down there to pick up some of their guys. They had Colt Cabana for a minute. He ended up going back, who was Scotty Goldman. For those of you who don't know about ROH, Evan Bourne, I believe, came from ROH. He was Matt Sydal. Then you got guys like WWE just acquired Bryan Danielson and Nigel McGuinness. So they're picking up some great talent. If you've never seen these two guys wrestle, just go on your little search browser above my video, type in Bryan Danielson, Nigel McGuinness, or Ring of Honor, and you're bound to come across a video of these guys fight. McGuinness is a great technical wrestler, and he's freaking awesome. And Bryan Danielson is a great submission wrestler. That's a good pickup. This is just the first of many videos, so you guys subscribe. I have plenty more coming out soon. I'm going to also be reviewing the SmackDown vs. Raw 2010 game, which they've changed some of the features and updated them. Now, I've also heard on the internet that you can go check this out for yourself. I would suggest you go to svrseries.com. That's where I go. They've been, giving you they give you nice updates. Gaming Ring, it's a bunch of websites you can check out. But I heard they've changed the Royal Rumble, so no more computer just comes in, throws you over the top rope, and you get double teamed out. Now you have to save a finisher to eliminate people from the Rumble. Finishers can also save you from elimination. Now you have 3 hot spots to eliminate people from, as opposed to just the ropes. You have the ropes, the apron, and the turnbuckle. So it's more realistic in your eliminations in the Rumble. I've heard this thing that people have many entrances for the Rumble. Like when they're coming out, their music will hit, they'll come out, their pyro will hit, and they'll come on down to the ring. And now you can also see people who's been eliminated. They'll get up and walk up the ramp back into the backstage area, which is pretty awesome. The story designer is pretty sweet, blowing up cars, hitting people with cars, adding your own storyline. So it's going to be pretty sweet. So even after you play Road to WrestleMania, you still got your career mode. Anything you do boosts your creative character, which is freaking awesome for me, because I hated career mode on 2009. It took too long to get your character up as far as his stats. Now anything you do, even if you're not playing with them, it boosts your character. So I'm saying, guys, been looking out for that. I want to have reviews for more DVDs, and just subscribe to my channel, and thanks a lot.